today.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I have a
Sal's the one that I
Pokemon
missed.
Band-Aid if you'd like it.
Right. I'm
Stand there
gonna
for a
lay in
second.
No,
this
I'm
corner.
okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
Coughed a lung there.
Joking on a peanut.
Oh,
I'd like to welcome you all to the 5th annual meeting of the Council of the Sith. Where are we on Galactic
wrong document. Wrong
Domination?
document.
Oh, right. Sorry. That's on Wednesdays, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want to go to that meeting.
Don't we wear
Sounds a lot
pink
better
on
than-
Wednesdays?
Want to join the business committee?
Actually, about that.
Well, if he doesn't show up, that spot might be taken.
I did email him. He says,
Ow.
Hello, Miss
Who?
Concord.
I mean,
Oh my goodness,
he
I'm so
can't
sorry.
vote on himself, so
I don't
once.
mind being stepped on usually, but those heels have shot me.
Sorry.
Okay. Once we have our first vote, we can all vote and gang up on him and tell him how disappointed we are that he missed his first meeting.
What are we talking about?
All right. Uh, okay, so we have two possible new chair members for us. Saladin down there and Damien. So, everybody in favor of giving Sal a chair at the table?
Hold on, Sal. You got to sell me at it.
All right, fair. Sal, why do you want to be part
you
of the
gotta sell
committee?
me on it, man. You're not just gonna walk in and get the chair.
Well, I feel as though I'm a reasonable person that is professional, and when I give a dissenting opinion, I do it in a respectful manner. That's really it. Well, what do you mean, meh?
Deny.
All right, all in favor of voting on whether or not to vote Sal in?
I'm pointing at my shoes, but sure, yeah.
All right, all in favor of giving him a chair?
I'm still pointing at my shoes, but yeah.
All right, unanimous. All right, all in favor of.
I'm gonna hold off on Damien until he actually shows up. He's got to prove he can
Yep.
show up to it.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, that's a good
Yep.
point. I second that.
I motion
right.
to table.
I second tabling. I feel like he might have forgotten that he was voluntold that he was going to join. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey,
Shalom.
Hello.
And welcome, Sal, as our newest chair member.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Rex did give me an update. He said that he's still working on his contracts with PD and the FAA, but he has made some great progress and his business is coming along quite nicely. And they have been buying repair kits uh, in the, guess, midpoint between running the business and actually having everything sorted out for the construction and the paperwork. So thought we could like brainstorm a way around that to suggest to the mayoral cabinet and the Senate. But you know, that and getting them hooked up to the tow service communications. Comments, questions, thoughts? Bueller?
They could apply for a subsidy through the government for the repair kits.
True.
Are they working directly with PD? They could work out a deal with them. PD gets repair kits for pretty cheap.
That's also a very good point. That could be
Okay.
part of their contract with it. They either tow or clear the scene for PD at a much reduced rate, but they're able to get repair kits from it. Give a little, get a little.
Yep, saves the government from having to shell out some tax money.
That sounds like a wonderful suggestion. I will pass that along to him. Thank you. Okay. Bo did like your suggestion, Jimmy, on giving exemptions for their monthly renewal fees in exchange for equivalent or exceeding events for the during that month. So we can write up a document on that and submit it for citywide distribution.
Perfect.
Mr. Maston, to give you a little idea on what we're working with, effectively, we were looking for a way to help businesses with their licensing fees if they're throwing nonprofit events, such as not nonprofit, but throwing events, such as like the block parties that you throw on a monthly basis.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
So,
Yes, they would need to be events that the company spent money on, not just like, hey, we got $60,000 in catering for this event. But
Well, we
and
normally
like
get catering and then sponsor like gifts. Like we'll normally purchase cars or bikes from local businesses, and then we'll give away raffles. It depends on what the theme is for that month. We normally try to do something.
yeah. So
well,
yeah, as long as
and
you're doing something at your physical location and spending money to make it happen and not just giving money out to or giving it away, then uh, that works. Jimmy, you sound like you were going to say something too.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Okay. Okay. Update on FAF Taxi. Lucas Hernandez is still around, and he has, I believe, paid his fees, so we're all good there. And we are not getting a list of the money laundering people, but I have been assured that they are not any part of upper management in businesses that we need to concern ourselves with. All right. So on Pint,
I think that should still be tabled for Wednesday,
yes.
as that's more of an investigative thing.
Hazel, have you been talked to yet after last week?
I believe she is currently in deep thought, but
All right. So yeah, we can table that till Wednesday, but uh, there has been a motion uh, to help the business without the conflicts that arose last week.
Gotcha.
To be as vague yet informative as possible. All right. And then we had some new business proposals come in. Most of us are Weasel. Jimmy Henry has proposed an expansion for Weasel. We have the Weasel News Station, the Weasel Task Force, which is security, and then he just bought Bahama Mamas. He has people in charge of each area and is just wanting to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, pretty much.
Is he intending on presenting?
He
Not
doesn't do
today, but I could definitely twist his arm a little bit there. But I motion that we entertain the idea and have Henry come give us a presentation.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Second.
I think that's a good idea.
Hmm.
I have some questions for him.
I'm tempted to say that we'll have him come down and make him dance for us, but that's just me wanting to tease him a bit. Yes, he has hired Lewis Carter and appointed Kate Hunter to run Bahama Mamas. He himself is in charge of the task force, and then Lala and I are in charge of the news studio. So that's where things stand in that regard. Let's see. And has everybody had a chance to review Maud's Marvel's proposal?
I started looking at it.
I have.
I have as well.
All right. How do we feel about this one?
I would look forward to seeing the presentation.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that whenever you like.
All right, Maud, would you like to tell us about your proposed business?
Boy, do you want me to read the whole thing or just tell you the ideas?
Tell us about it. Give us a few details, and
Okay. So what I'm proposing is a comic book shop called Maud's Marvels. I look to sell, their older comics, of course, because, getting Batman and Superman might cause a couple issues that I can't afford. But all the comics I'm looking at like Sherlock Holmes, Popeye, Conan the Barbarian, those kinds of things.
these
I
old
have
classics.
Yeah, exactly. And a couple, I got some. There's horror comics, mystery comics, romance comics, of course, the clean variety. I know we got to keep it peachy around here. At some point, I was thinking maybe I could expand into manga as well. And if it was possible, I really like the idea of putting, big posters out there or framed pictures that maybe people could buy, decorate around a bit.
All right, so there's an opportunity for some graphic design
Exactly.
partnerships.
Exactly. And I would also, try to get some people. I know there's a lot of artists in the city. Maybe they'd be interested in getting their stuff out there too. I could help them do that as well.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted by Crane cuddling with my sister. Okay. And have you thought of a partnership with Rivals?
I
at all?
have spoken to rivals, both Terry and Olivia, and they are open to the idea of, partnering up, maybe doing a 10% discount on, you come here from my store, you get 10% off, that kind of deal. I also do have a membership plan for the store, $2,000 a month, and you'll have exclusive access to, certain parties and maybe, specific comics that I can make member only.
We were thinking about doing some kind of coupon deal from shop to shop. So if you come over to Rivals, get a coupon, go over to Mods, get a 10% discount, and vice versa.
I think that sounds like a wonderful beginning to a partnership.
Oh, I agree.
So you said membership only parties. What kind of events were you planning on having?
Like, themed nights. Maybe we'll do like a masquerade kind of night, or we'll do where everybody wears superhero costumes, and we'll figure we'll do a contest, see who wins there. And I give away, like just smaller things, not cars or anything like that, but comic books, of course, pictures, that kind of stuff. And if I can, I'd like to get t-shirts and mods too.
Yeah. I feel like you could also talk to Uncle and like partner with the pop shop as well.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I haven't actually seen who owns it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
know the
might have
feeling.
to you might have to email him on that one.
Okay, okay.
Contrary to popular belief, that's actually not Uncle Shop.
Oh, it's not?
No, it is not. It is owned by, I believe, his great
was his nephew.
grand nephew. Well, yeah, but Uncle's an old bitch and Reggie
Oh,
isn't,
fair enough.
so-
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference between me and him then?
Trust me, there's a lot of differences between you and Uncle, and he's a
Besides
complicated
the
individual.
boobs.
No, he's Uncle has a very decorated past.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I'm a good lead.
allegedly terrorist, allegedly war criminal, allegedly
Holy fuck.
Grand
that's-
Bazaar of Calliope. A lot of stuff. He's a
Allegedly
upstanding
had a
businessman
nuclear
now.
warhead.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
stuff
why
like
he's wearing
that.
all the armor?
Oh my god.
He's an upstanding businessman now. Great individual, member of the community. He's incredible now, though. He's turned a new leaf from all that stuff.
Allegedly,
Oh,
of
that's
course.
good to hear.
Yeah, but you definitely don't want to piss him off. He'll probably still shoot you.
Oh
Allegedly.
god.
No, not even. He'll definitely do it. He's
Yeah, I was
He's
about to
still
say he's on it for me.
crazy.
He
I've
definitely
made it
Yeah.
120 years. I'd like to make it a little bit further.
yeah. He's definitely talk to him though, if you can. He's definitely a nice man to work with. Just be careful, tiptoe.
I understand.
I mean, my first encounter with the man was very interesting, but it's not for here now. Any questions for Maud?
I'm excited to get this partnership going.
I'm sorry. Can I get caught up? Which business is this about?
Mod Comics.
Mods Marvels.
Thank you.
Okay, so as it stands, we have Rivals, we have Card Cafe.
And
What makes
look
your
for the cat
business?
dragon.
What makes your business stand out from those two?
Well, I believe the comic books themselves will actually really stand out. I've already been talking to a lot of people around about the possibility of setting it up, and people are really excited to come get them, it seems like. With
Okay.
the variety of comics that I'm planning to offer, like I said, different genres, there's going to be a lot to choose from. I'm going to do weekly releases. Like, first week you'll have like his Sherlock Holmes #1 next Wednesday, and I will do it every Wednesday. But we'll do them
Yeah.
sequential like that.
I feel like you're selling more than just comics. You're selling nostalgia.
Exactly.
You're selling happiness.
Exactly.
Well, don't be selling me.
And these comic books, would they have any sort of value to sell to
in-
you?
Like a collector's item or
Yeah,
something?
more of a collector's item, I suppose. I would be able to buy them back, of course, if people aren't interested in them or didn't have the ones they want. I could resell the other ones, the loose copies, because I like to sell them in packs. But sell the loose copies for a little bit cheaper. Maybe people can come complete their collection. You know what I mean?
So you would sell these in packs? Like
Yeah,
people buy
probably
like what,
packs
5?
like 3 to 5. Every week you get a different pack. It's gonna have I got all the logistics somewhere around here.
And you mentioned that there's some people who are interested in this type of business. Would you happen to have a few names?
I'm terrible at remembering names. There was somebody. It was a nice young lady with red hair, and then there was a gentleman at Beakers. Somebody at I believe Tim said something too. I don't want to quote you though.
And what kind of effect will these comics have on the economy?
You know, that one is not one I was a question I was prepared to answer.
Yes, I'm also interested to know what kind of price range you're looking at for each comic and the set.
Because we're trying to avoid another card cafe fiasco.
Okay, I'd have to look at the exact numbers and get back to you on it. I actually have it written down. I just can't seem to find it at the moment. It's not in my skirt pockets.
Okay, so you don't have any of the information for your business with you right now.
I'm trying to find it. Give me a second.
Big purse.
She's like, gotta get down past all the Werther's mints and caramels.
And those
I heard,
unnamed
I heard
candies.
Werther's. What? Who's got 'em?
And used tissues.
Well, I got them in here somewhere.
Did you say
Okay, okay.
Prentice,
there it
calm
is.
down. Calm down.
Was it
Calm
the
down.
same page?
So I'm
No,
looking at selling
no, Werther's
packs
has
of
actual
5.
mints.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, packs of 5 for how much?
Werther's,
I'm thinking
comma,
about
mints,
$2,000
comma, and
for the
caramels.
pack. If you're not a
Okay.
member, if you pay the monthly fee, $2,000 is going to be $1,500.
Can I
And
buy my
then-
membership right now?
Oh, I wish. But yeah, the packs of 5 for 2,000. If you're a member, 1,500, and I would buy them back at about 200 a pop, and then probably resell them for like the same, honestly.
Okay, and if
Ah.
somebody had say they found a collection somewhere and gave them to you, and like it was a complete collection, how much would you probably pay for that?
So it'd be a sealed collection.
Sure. Sealed, unsealed, what's the difference?
Well, it's now, when it comes to comic books, unsealed is a big deal.
So
Unsealed,
it's
you're
under.
looking at half price.
And what would that price be? 100?
Half price, and we're probably looking at about 500. Honestly, I'll give you 1,000 for the pack to buy it back.
So if I were to buy a sealed pack for $2,000, and then I could sell it right back to you for 1,000.
Yep.
Okay. And if it's unsealed, so say I open the pack.
Yeah, I'm only gonna give you 500 for an open pack. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It does degrade the value quite a bit. You'd be surprised.
And to say, for example, I had a very rare type of comic, like one of a kind. How much would that be?
Now, the one of a kinds is something that I was teasing in my head, but that's gonna be. I think I'm gonna keep those to the member things, and those would be worth a bit more.
And how much more do you think?
I'm thinking like 35 to 4.
Okay.
Is that 3,500,
Yes.
35,000? Okay.
$35, $40.
No, 3,500, 4,000.
Okay. And
Then you
where do you
ta-
intend on setting this business up at? You mentioned in your proposal that you want to set it in the heart of the city, but you don't specify where that is.
So
So some people
ideally-
might believe that the heart is in Sandy, or they might believe that the heart is in Pluto. You know what
Or
I'm
the-
saying?
Sandy's not a city; it's a township, actually.
So ideally, I'd like to be somewhere around just downtown in general. There's the big bank down there. I always forget the street names around here. Big one that got the
That's on
parking lot
Vinewood.
behind.
The Pacific.
Yeah,
the Pacifica
around
Bank.
there.
Yeah, it's on Vinewood.
Yeah, there's like a red corner, like a red store around there on the corner. I was looking at. I was like, man, I wonder if that's something I could put in there. But I do understand that I would have to start down by Rivals and whatnot, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, starting down by Vespucci, and then after a bit, if you feel like there's an alternate location that you would like to upgrade to, then we can certainly discuss that.
Okay, cool.
And do you have so in your proposal you mentioned a phased approach? Could you go
Yes.
over the phases with us and what that would mean for your business? You okay?
Fucking head. We're good. We're good.
Oh yeah, like lots of people have been having headaches around here today. But
All right. So phase one would be setting up the store and whatnot. And I would start beforehand. Before I opened, I would actually make sure to have a backlog of comics in stock to make sure I don't run out of anything. I could have everything set. And I'd be taking pictures of the store getting set up, me hanging out around there, putting the comics out. Probably spend like 2 to 3 days doing that, get that all set up. Then posting on Birdie, of course. Then it would all lead up to a big old party, which is kind of phase two. I'd like to have some sort of event where the whole city's welcome. Of course, it's not just a members thing only. Right away, I would announce the memberships and the plan there for all that kind of stuff. But I do a giveaway, probably just giving away a bunch of free comics, just getting everybody interested in stuff right away.
get them hooked on those cliffhangers so that they have to come by the next
Exactly.
issue.
Once I give you issue number 1, you need to come back for number 2 and 3 and 4.
Now, do you have any plans to let local artists create comics that you would sell at your shop, not just
Yes.
flyers and posters and things?
Yes, I do. If there were any artists that wanted to do any kind of work like that, I would absolutely print it and sell it for them and give them, their due. With just taking a small percentage for, my troubles.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 5%. I don't want to make money off artists like that. I want them to be able to do their stuff.
Makes me wonder if Nicole would be wanting to partner with you and do something more than cards for a little side project.
I mean, if she was interested, I would be, of course.
Yeah, you might want to run it by her, see if she is.
Definitely.
All right.
And then I did have a phase 4, which was just kind of after a certain amount of time, I would look at everything, see how it's going, and see if I need to make any changes, and maybe look at an online store. But I'm not very tech savvy nowadays, so I might need a little help with that one.
I'm sure we can definitely find somebody to assist you there.
And what was phase 3 again?
Oh my goodness, that's skipping parts around. Excuse me. Yeah, phase 3, I would look at different options. Like I said, we'd start with the comic books, then I look at getting into manga, maybe moving, like I said, doing the big old posters and paintings or however you want to do them, and maybe T-shirts. I was thinking kind of action figures at some point, but that sounds a little complicated to me.
And at what point what phase would you want to move to your ideal location on Vinewood?
Honestly, that'd probably be around phase 4, just taking a look at everything and seeing how it's going first. Because if it's not going very well, then at least I want to stick around where I am and not lose a whole bunch of money.
Yes, you definitely want to be established before you spend a whole lot on property.
Exactly.
And one last question I have for you is, what is it going to cost for you to acquire these comic books to sell?
That is, honestly, it would just be the supplies and everything else to get them, like to make them, I suppose.
So like the printer, the paper, the ink,
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
the plastic sheeting.
Yep.
And do you have a supplier for that?
I do not. That is one thing I don't have.
You go through Weasel, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Weasel can certainly print those off for you.
Are they capable of printing, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred at a time for a good deal?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And we could, as a business and not just printing flyers or business cards, we could definitely write up a little contract with you and make you a business deal for it.
Oh, that would be awesome.
anybody else have any questions?
I do. So okay, so obviously owning a business, it's a lot of work, right? But how can you, um, I guess, prove that you're able to, be around more than just once a week or once a month for, taxes and fees, like, because right now we're seeing an issue of business owners that come around just to say, hey, I'm around, but then they're never there.
As far as proof, I mean, as to prove that I'm committed to this kind of thing, I can tell you I put out the money. I got the money for this in 2 days. I'm currently sitting on 180,000 large. So I am that committed to getting this kind of thing up and running. I'm not going anywhere just because I got it up and running, making a little money. I enjoy comic books. For Christ's sake, I'm 120 years old. All I've done is have read comic books, smoke cigars, drink whiskey.
Okay. I don't know if this was asked. How many employees are you intending on hiring? Like, when you first open, and then
That was a
after,
question I
phase one.
actually wanted to ask. Is there like a limit, or is there a requirement for how many I have to have, or because right now I was just gonna ask my brother if he wanted to work with me. It would just be me and him for now.
Well, there isn't a minimum of employees per se, but you would probably 2 or 3 other people just to kind of fill the roster around the clock.
Okay, yeah, I might have a couple people I could think of that I could ask.
Anyone else?
Nope.
All right.
I have one. The comic lines that you have kind of lined up, is this these comics that you're commissioning out drawing, or you're drawing them yourself, or is it just reprints of current series?
These will be reprints of not current series because that would cost a whole lot of legal issues that I don't want to have to deal with. These are how would we say, free of copyright.
So they're in the
Look-
public domain.
Exactly. I have access to a large list.
Okay.
I double,
I-
triple
if
check.
now, on the event that you did have somebody who was interested in printing a series with you, what about something like that? What would you charge them?
As in, they would bring me their work and I'd print it and sell it.
Yeah.
Just a 5% on whatever they make. I don't want to make a whole lot of money off local artists. I just want to get paid, a little bit for pushing it out there, and that's about it. I want the focus to be on them for that kind of stuff, not me.
All right.
So you'd be like charging your own vendor fee.
Exactly, pretty much. And probably even be less than 5, because 5 sounds a little greedy like that. Probably like 2.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Terry had a headache.
Terry's a ghost. Fuck.
All right.
Sal, do you have any questions?
No,
Beat me
no,
to
I
it.
think the other members were able to cover my own concerns about this pretty effectively.
Okay. If there's nothing else, motion to vote.
Actually,
Oh.
I did have one question.
Shoot.
Will you have a review process when artists submit their own works, for example? Like, will there be quality control, is what I'm asking.
There would be, like, just control to make sure there's nothing too overtly sexual or violent, but that's about
Right,
it. I'm
That
not
was
gonna-
my main concern. Just wanted to make sure there's a review process for the actual artists when they do
Oh,
submit
yeah.
things.
Yeah, I
Okay,
wouldn't
good.
let them just put whatever out there, because what if I end
Sorry.
up selling some weird porn by
Right,
accident?
exactly. Sorry, it just popped in my head. My apologies, Clara.
No,
Oh,
it's
that cancels
okay.
all my plans. All right.
I would like to If the council agrees with me, I would like to have a moment to converse with them in private to discuss this business proposal.
Then, should we table it until Wednesday and then vote then?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because these
Huh?
walls
That
aren't going to
sounds
give you
fun.
the privacy you think they're going to give you.
Yeah.
All right.
A second.
Claude, did you have anything else that you wanted to say to us before we move on?
Just that I am really looking forward to getting this business started and bringing comics to the city and letting everybody enjoy it as much as I do. I appreciate your time today.
Yes, thank you for your first coming down and giving your presentation.
I'm excited for the Werthers.
Oh, my voice is full of them. You have to meet me outside after. I'll give you one.
Nope, it's okay, say less.
All right, now for the elephant in the room. Damien, you're late.
Yeah.
I was told quarter till.
Who told you that, Damien? We'll have them executed on the city lawn.
Melvin.
Oh
Okay, I
no!
take it back.
Grab him.
I was going to say he does all the barbender paperwork. Don't kill him, please.
Wait, which Melvin?
That's a good question, actually. Yeah, which one?
Not that I want to point fingers, but he had a bat.
Okay, noted. Don't worry. The execution's still on then.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Would you like to repeat what you just said?
8:30 Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh shit.
I'm going to go find this fucker. Oh no! There goes Damien.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Well, we'll see him in 500 months. It's okay.
And barbenders will be $500,000 in debt.
Oh, it's crazy. He just got fired. It's crazy how that works.
It's unfortunate. His
Oh, wow.
his contract was just terminated. It's a shame.
Jack, how's Blaze It going?
It's going good. I actually have a proposal I'd like to do myself when you guys have a, I don't want to jump in front of him or anything.
I mean, Damien's otherwise occupied, so go right ahead.
All right. Well, I actually have had a move of Blaze It in mind pretty much since I took over. I took over Blaze It a long time ago now. I've been running Blaze It, doing my best. I feel like Blaze It's been active and going, and doing well, and doing success. And I have hated the location Blaze It's in. I took it over when it was already established and set up, so I didn't really have much choice or anything to do with that. And I've gotten plans. I have spoken with some members of the Senate to give them the plans to make sure they had access to it, make sure everything's good to go there. I very recently spoken with D8 to make an offer. The size of the building is roughly, it is a little bigger. So I paid originally $1 million for Blaze It, so I'm offering $2.5 million for the move. D8 was kindly to accept that. And I would like to put this proposal forward to move Blaze It's location out of the underneath a highway in the south side.
All right, and where is it that you're wanting to move to?
The White Widow Cafe is north of Legion. So it would be a rebranding and a move of Blaze It. Like I said, I was given Blaze It the name and all that. So this would kind of be making it my own thing, after a very successful run, I feel.
When you say north of Legion, do you mean like on San Andreas, like to the right to the north of MIPD?
No. It's like north of Pillbox.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Northeast.
Over on Haywick?
I don't know. It's like
near Laguna Place, right? Somewhere around
it's
there.
like on Howick and Spanish Ave. It's like right around Spanish Ave. I'd say.
Okay.
I don't know exactly, but it's a.
D8 is in support of this.
All right, so get us like a little screenshot of your GPS and write up a proposal for the exact location, your plans on rebranding and the move, and how you expect that to affect your business and employees, and we will be very happy to consider it.
Okay, I can do that, no problem.
see. Any more questions for Jag?
I don't think
Yes.
so.
I have one question. What would be the economic impact of moving that business from that area?
Well, like I said, I feel like it wouldn't be much on other than myself, as it's a very, low populated spot. There's not a lot around where the current place it is or the new one. So it wouldn't be, too impactful on any current businesses or anything like that. And I've been told by
Yeah, man,
some
it got
folks from the
fixed.
Senate it would
Okay,
actually
I just
help
want to
out
let
a
you know
lot
it did
as
because
my
we took it
current
the other
business
day and
being
go.
near as close it is
I
to
can't remember what we
completion.
went to go look at, but
That
Causes
fucking thing
a
blew
lot
up
of
on me 3
traffic
different
and a
times.
lot of other issues.
oh
So
shit,
it
really?
would be
Yeah,
beneficial, I think, to the
absolutely.
city and everybody.
Do you feel like your
Let's see, who
proximity
we're
to
That's gotta be
waiting on.
PD
traumatic.
has
Laura
any
I just
effect on
and
messaged
this
Clara.
decision?
Gotcha. And Lynn?
I wouldn't say
Oh,
it
Lynn
has
got an
directed. I
event
mean,
that
it does allocate a lot to the south side, and just being the location where it is, I do hear a lot of gunshots. There is, it is not the safest location, I'll say. And then being right by the highway, any party I have has constant cars driving by, so it downs music. It's not the best location. That's what I'll say.
Yes, I have been a unwilling visitor to your establishment many a time.
As I imagine many people here have. Yes, that is something I wish I could do something about.
It's possible that a move like that could make you a little bit more accessible to
The
PD.
new location does have a lot more secure and I'd say like advanced security than the current just random garage I have. It seems to be.
Right. And do you have any product expansion that you're planning with this move, or are you?
I do not. I plan to keep it pretty much the same. We actually recently did a product downgrade. We had a pretty sizable
Yes.
menu, and so we worked to kind of bring that more in line with other businesses and keep it, just we don't have so many odds and ends.
Yeah. Boys?
I actually, I'm looking forward to this new location.
Yeah, pretty
I
intrigued.
actually, I worked at your old location down on Crusade for a couple months now. It's almost like 4 or 5 months. So, and I know exactly what you mean as far as traffic and any kind of headaches in that area.
And Blaze, it's definitely it tends to be a starter job for a lot of people, and I take on a lot of the newcomers, and I'm willing to give anybody a first time chance. So giving Blaze a more central and more like ID to it, itself than just a weed shop that I took over one day. Something more me. It feels about time. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fair. And depending on when you get that proposal written up, we can vote on it by Wednesday.
I wanted to ask, would this rebranding be, what would the name be changed to, or have you not decided on that yet?
So it would depend on the availability of the signage to the building.
Right. Okay.
I got these plans based on I'm totally willing to go with the White Widow Cafe. I like that. If I can, rebrand the name of the building, I would come up with something myself. But I got this with the idea of that's just
Right. So it's going to be dependent on the ability to change the blueprints, basically. Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
If it could be done, I'm happy to do it. But I also found this with a name that I like.
Right. That makes sense.
Yes,
I was just
building
curious
structure
about it
does,
since you
tie
mentioned
in.
that it was a rebranding. All right. That sounds good.
Jack does look like a White Widow. So.
All right.
White Widow where? Maybe?
Oh, it's the hair. Look at the hair.
Elder abuse we're talking out here. Okay.
Look, not that old. Melvin's like twice
Not
as old
as
as you.
Maud over there.
Really, Melvin?
Hey.
Yeah, Melvin and Maud are like almost the same age.
Wow. I guess I have to respect you more since you're my elder.
How old is Melvin?
I never
I don't
asked,
think
to
he's
be
talking
honest.
about me.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
obviously
I
not
thought
that
you were
Melvin.
talking about Melvin.
Oh, the other.
No, I thought you were talking about Okay, never mind. Sorry, just ignore me.
Glad our county clerk is recording this.
Mel, no weapons in the booth. All right. Damien, why should we consider you for a chair in the business
Tim, you better
committee?
get back on that other goddamn side.
Keep those squeaky boots down.
And yell, I can barely hear you down here.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Why should we consider you for a chair in the business committee?
Because I'm good with details. I'm good at listening. I'm good at providing opinions. Right, Mel?
There's two Melvins here. You need to clarify.
Yeah, you,
Doesn't matter. I can say that to either, Mel.
You got to make it worth it to clarifying every single meeting which Melvin you're talking about.
That's where I hardly ever come.
Phew.
That's what she said.
My lord.
All in favor in stating Damien into the business committee?
All right, one of us. Welcome, Melvin or Damien.
Thank you.
You have to be called Melvin now.
Yes. Mel, Mel, and Mel. All spelled differently. Terry, how is Rivals doing?
It's doing pretty good. I'm having some IT issues, but we're working on it.
All right. Anything we can help along?
I'm just having trouble getting keys to the building
Ah.
because Lonnie is the owner, and I still have not still have yet to meet Lonnie. So
Yes, he took a vacation for his mental health, and I have not heard from him in quite some time.
that's all right. That's why I'm working with IT to get keys.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully that get cut soon. Any big plans once you do get the keys?
So I'm sure you all have been hearing about that bat creature that's been running around.
Ranger's
A little
initial
bit.
response is it's a bird.
Oh, it's a bird.
Never heard about it.
Yeah, like one of those big condors or something.
Yeah,
It's
something
just a
like
bird.
that.
Y'all are crazy.
I was
It's
thinking
definitely
about
not a
doing
bird.
some kind of scavenger hunt, maybe seeing if they could find clues, and then I'd offer them treasures.
What
Bring
kind of
back a
treasures?
picture.
With
Treasures.
the bat?
Not just the bat, or other things around the city. I know there are trolls in the city, so if you get a picture on your phone of the troll or the bat or something mystical in the city.
Oh, I see.
Are we talking about the troll gang, or we're talking about like an actual troll?
A troll
'Cause I'm like the
gang.
troll gang, you might not want to go near.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
man.
got some
Yeah,
mystical
that's
ass
that
weed
sounds.
I can send you a picture.
Okay,
But
the
just
troll
get-
that was underneath the Del Perro Bridge is long gone, guys. It's moved on. It's...
Yes, he is now the Supreme Justice Jackson Crane.
Ah,
I was gonna say, wasn't that just Seth?
Hold on, let me fire Melvin real quick again.
which Melvin?
All right, Terry, how do you plan on ensuring that your participants would remain safe in that venture?
I'm not 100% sure. Just
Could hire a
it
task
was
force.
just an idea. We could do it with task force, or just make sure that something is good. With the adventure, we could just get a picture of it, or see what we can do, or I could have them find a key to a locked treasure that I have, and give them some treasures. See what I got.
All right. Yeah,
I've
'cause
been making a lot of jewelry, so we can have a treasure chest filled with jewels.
that
Where
sounds fun.
somebody brings stuff. Just get some events going on in the city.
Yeah.
Maybe do a LARPing event eventually.
LARP?
live action role play where you maybe I could commission somebody in the city to make some foam weapons, and we can just
Fuck
go
role
out.
plays.
I don't know that anyone would want to role play.
No,
Yeah,
I've seen a
I don't
lot
think
of
that's a
people
good
do
Nobody
idea.
that.
would like role play. Nobody would like.
Come on, man. We're
I-
being serious here.
I just think that it would be pretty cool to have some kind of event where you can beat each other up with foam weapons and not have any consequences about it.
I mean,
As long as it's
I
not the
would
bat
pay
from
money
Mel
to
back
fight
there.
Raina with a real weapon.
there are a few people out that I'd like to beat over the head with a stick sometimes, but
Maybe I could work with Weasel to, or somebody, to run security and hold weapons while we go into this event. Maybe work
Yeah.
with gladiators, see what we can do.
we could partner with you on that and helps with the.
Ye-
Oh yeah. I just want to make it more fun. Have events. Maybe run some once everything gets up and running a bit more. Run an actual citywide D&D campaign. Come out one night a week, and then we could just run D&D. Live in our heads for a little bit.
I don't feel like I'm there enough sometimes.
Claire, do we need to be concerned again?
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Oh
as
god,
long
don't
as
get in
Mel
aircraft.
doesn't swing that bat at me, I'm good.
Which Mel?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, which one?
The one with a bat.
Yep. I would
bat-
say
The bat hurts.
Mel
I mean, I
Packard,
don't know what
but
it feels like.
I know I've driven with Melvin, so
Yeah, it's not any better. Yeah, it does.
You know what else?
He
hurts?
did that to me the
Taxi.
other day.
Hey, I can't help that none of you ever buckle up.
hey, I was buckled. You just hit that sign.
Mod, I actually, now that that was mentioned, I think that would be a good beginner series for you. Is the new Batman phenomenon that's been happening?
Oh yeah, apparently there's somebody.
Man Bat, sorry, correction, Man Bat.
There's been somebody running around in a bat suit.
It's just a bat. It's a wild animal. Okay, this don't mythologize it. Okay, it's just a wild animal.
I watched that
Well,
thing
there's
pick
the
somebody up and
animal,
fly
and
into
there's
the
a
sky.
person in a bat suit.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean-
Well,
Nothing mythical going on. That's what the Rangers have to say.
Certainly never.
Yes, I do love your idea to encourage you know, people to explore our local cryptid community, but they are known to be quite violent sometimes. So I would think carefully about how you would go about something like that, because
It may not be what the city needs right now, but it is what the city deserves.
Tim, I'm very confused. What's the connection between Vengeance and Man-Bat? I don't know, Tim. I don't know what you. Oh, the flying rats. Yeah, no, you know what? No, you're 100% right.
aren't those just pigeons?
The Rat Pack?
Yeah, the rat bat. You know, yeah.
We're talking about Junker?
Is the rat man not just Kincaid?
I thought that was Junker.
No, that's the Rat King. The Rat King is Kincaid.
Oh, I misunderstood.
We're getting a little off subject here.
Job fair.
And then you would need to ensure that your participants did not hunt any of the creatures that were being
Right.
sought out.
Maybe just some clues and see what we can do, and then I could pass any information along that seems pertinent to Weasel.
You definitely a partner there. I did see Bigfoot house hunting the other day, so
That is interesting. Maybe he's trying to settle down.
right. And, I haven't heard him being sighted out in the woods much after that. So anyway, okay. Corvus, how are things down at Burger Shack? You know,
It's
other
been
than
great.
earlier today.
Yeah, that's I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
that's gonna take some more discussion, outside this room to get to the bottom of. So
yeah. Other than that, it's been good. Business has been booming. We bought a warehouse in Burger Shack's name so that if Hazel or I ever move away, that goes with the business. Hazel has, yeah, Hazel has like an internal, an internal. I don't know why I said it like that. Hazel knows a contractor who's been looking at the dimensions of that taco shack near the apartments and has been making blueprints for it. And it is something that maybe potentially, if we can't get our current soundproof building issue resolved, that we were looking at maybe potentially one day moving to. And we have surveyed some of our customers and asked them what kind of menu items that they would like to see. We want to keep it simple, so we were thinking like a vegan option, a salad, and then another item that we haven't decided upon yet, or something of the sort. So it's
burgers
been
and
good.
salads go great together.
I think so.
Yeah. Uh,
Some
maybe
health
like a
conscious
fruit
people.
cup.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like you think about like fast food chains that give out apple sauces and things like that.
True. Yeah,
Little parfait
little
dessert,
fruit cups. Yeah. Who doesn't love a good parfait?
right? I feel like outside of bakeries and cafes that there's a you know, very limited dessert option around. But that's just a side thought, but I'm glad it's going well for you.
Yeah.
I heard somebody mention a career fair. Yeah. Uh, yeah.
I've heard that so many times over the past 6 months. I don't believe it's real anymore. It's
Yeah. Like pick a weekend. Like I know we have a lot of stuff that goes on Fridays. Maybe a Saturday.
I was
That might go
talking
well.
to Kyrie on the phone downstairs. That's why I was in here late.
Okay.
And he was talking about it too, and he's been trying to push for it, but he is usually not available during the weekends, is what he said, which is why
Okay.
it's been rough to figure out.
Well, he could send a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody that he trusts to do some recruiting.
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So how
So
do we
yeah.
incentivize the populace to come to a job fair?
Increase
Well,
taxes on them.
Free samples.
yes. First, we need to speak with the business
Hey.
owners and get them on board, and pick a day that a majority of them can, come and a location.
The fuck's that smell?
Maybe somewhere like open and windy, like the beach. That might be a good spot.
Maybe
Maybe
the
the
end of
vineyard,
the.
maybe,
I was gonna say maybe the end of the Del Perro Pier.
or that. I was thinking
I
Grove Street,
don't actually
cul-de-sac,
know where the Juggalo Market is.
It's just right there in the hood.
Yeah, it's like that little Hispanic market.
Oh, that place is lovely. Sometimes I just go and sit there just because it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to hire at least 2 or 3 individuals with the upcoming expansion with the winery.
Yes. and we could have people bring their products, sell them, and perhaps at a discount, and show people what they have to offer.
Ooh, I know what can get people to show up. If they come to the job fair and they sign up to work at a business, they get a sign-on bonus.
That could also be an option. And Jimmy,
That's a
perhaps we
good
could like
idea.
have a little air show to go along with it.
Yeah, something we can try to organize, depending on the time.
I know that you've been working on your stunt flying. Do you have many stunt pilots right now?
It's just me.
Okay.
I have my stunt pilot license.
Well, I trust you, Jimmy. Love you, Ricky.
I've never crashed. Regardless of what PD says, I've never crashed.
Nah, I think you'd both do great at it. Yeah. We can jot a few ideas down in the emails. Spend a week discussing it with the business owners. Mm.
Does a weekday or a weekend sound better?
I think either a Friday night or a Saturday.
I feel like Fridays have too much going on already. So I'm leaning more towards a Saturday, but
What
you
does?
know,
I don't think anything really goes on Friday nights anymore. Friday night hasn't been a thing in I want to say a month. So
At
Till
least a
about
month.
Tuesday.
yeah. So I mean,
I don't imagine many PD people are looking for jobs.
well, you never know. Things
To be
change.
to be fair,
They are complaining about their paycheck, so maybe they do need jobs.
maybe you know
Use the
what? Maybe
clock
that's
off.
it.
you know, side hustles are side hustles.
That's true.
Yeah, we can see whenever people are most available and go off of that.
I feel if we do something like that, we're just gonna keep kicking the can down the road, and we'll be having the same conversation in 6 months. I want to try to
I
get
mean,
a
we can
date
put
set.
out a
Pick a date.
poll.
Yeah, I think that's the best bet.
I mean, all right. Mel, you're looking a little crusty over there.
Which one?
The one with the bat.
Oh.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I mean, look at your feet.
Yeah, she's right. You are looking a little crusty over there, actually.
Now that you mention
This
it,
bread crust at me will die.
it's kind of looking
That-
dusty too.
Yeah, how long has that cot been sitting there? How old is that food?
When was the last when was the last public execution?
It's been a while.
When was the last mayor assassinated?
That
I don't
ironically
like
enough,
where we're going with this.
that
Wait,
is
didn't-
that is when those snacks were put out. So
Well,
Wait,
he
didn't
said
someone
last
try to-
public execution. I mean, it's pretty much
You
the
guys
same
want me to
thing.
arrest Sassy? I'll do it. No problem.
I'm fine with Bo. Go. Oh, actually, I do have a topic for the business committee. Actually, the conversation we were having in Pent Garage. What was the result of that? Was there ever a discussion between the mayor's office and the business committee?
Well, we had planned on having a discussion, but right after that, the person we were talking to stabbed somebody, so that kind of sealed it.
I
But
thought that was
the other person is we plan on getting them promoted, outside of business regulations so that they can have access to things and help the business and get them to a managerial level.
So I can't say on her behalf because she code zeroed and I don't know that she's gonna recover from this one. So she has already been promoted, but I know that the owner of Pint came around and they started to have a conversation before we came to the meeting about how he didn't like that, and
oh,
they
I've already spoken to him.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really about what he likes, it's about what's going to save the business.
Yeah, and I will say, me and Hazel were talking about it in great detail. It's the same reason we took over Burger Shack in the first place. Is if there is a city where all the businesses close down, no matter what city it is, no matter where you are, the populace will just slowly leave. Because if you can't spend your money, what are you gonna do? Like if you can't go hang out with your friends and go get some food or whatever the case may be, they're just gonna find somewhere else to live, and that's the reason we took over Burger Shack when it was presented to us, even though we had to completely change our lifestyles. And it's been good though, I will say. I'm actually been quite smitten with not being a criminal any longer. So I do thank you all for that opportunity. But that's all really I had to say that me and Hazel discussed about it, is that we are willing to do what it takes to provide for the community at this point.
And thank you for putting your best foot forward.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that is where that's at, Crane.
Sorry, I was and this could be again, this could be me misinformed because I didn't look into it, which I do apologize. I was informed that her stabbing that individual was an act of self-defense. Was that not?
No, it was
Followed
not.
up-
I witnessed it myself.
Okay.
She stabbed him in the back.
Gotcha. All right, that works for me. Just wanted to make sure the conversation got followed up as well.
Yeah, no. Good story though.
Interesting story.
Hey,
Yes,
Ricky,
Jimmy?
Yeah, what's up?
Ricky,
Oh.
can you not eat while we're doing this?
That's a little gross.
Oh,
but
yep,
you
sorry.
Do you?
What is that? Is that yogurt?
It's definitely not yogurt.
Pudding.
I motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I think that we have covered everything unless somebody has anything last minute.
Can you speak up, please?
Sorry, I just want to make sure the business council in the city got the taxes that were due for junk media.
I believe they did, Sassy.
1 second, I always confuse the two.
Fair.
So the only thing that we have written down is junk energy, not junk media.
Okay, yeah, Junk Energy paid theirs, but Junk Media has not.
Okay, because Brandon emailed me saying that he did pay the money on. Let me pull that up.
To who?
He could
You
have
know,
also
that's a
wired
great question. On it was the 9th of this month. He told
If
me that
he
he sent it
just
in.
If he just sent it in and did not provide proof of it, we would not have known that it happened.
Okay, so yeah, we need to check the bank records on that. But yeah, we can look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all might want to get up. That doesn't look comfortable. Please tell me that's coffee.
All right, and yep, that.
Heck?
All right, motion to adjourn.
I second.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get out of here while I'm still open.
I feel like there's
Oh,
a
where are we
ghost.
going?
There's a small rat ghost. Let's get